Meanwhile, on with the list. My fourth choice, which though rather familiar, has the potential to save the planet. Well, I certainly wouldn't be without this. It's one of my favorite inventions. It's the electric torch. But the great advance in the use of light came 50 years ago with the invention of the laser, which concentrates the light down a very narrow beam very precisely. It's the greatest advance in the technology of light since mankind lit its first candle. A laser produces light that's so concentrated it can burn, cut, and destroy. From the very beginning, this destructive power has sparked the imagination of science fiction writers.
He has chosen his own death.
But the force can also be used for good, and that's why it's in my top 10. Here's a laser at a power of 1 watt. And if you don't want to use your energy to strike your match, you can just hold it in the beam of light. A 1 watt laser can light a match. Imagine then the power of a 500 trillion watt laser. That's exactly what they've built here at the National Ignition Facility in California, where engineers have just finished constructing the laser to end all lasers. In fact, 192 of the world's most powerful lasers, all focused on a tiny hydrogen target. If they can be made to strike at the same time, and when I say the same time, I mean within 1/1000th of a second, then the energy inside the atoms will be released, creating in one moment 500 times more energy than the entire American national grid. This incredible energy release is from nuclear fusion. What is fusion power?
Well, fusion power is what's going on inside the sun, right? You know, and that is when we crush hydrogen together, we get this fusion to happen, we turn mass into energy, and that energy comes out, and if we can collect it and turn it into electricity, that's what we want to power our civilization. That's fusion power. That's what we hope to make happen in this target chamber. What is so exciting about this energy? We have no issue of pollution, and we have no issue of global climate warming. That is the dream. That has always been the dream of fusion energy, and hopefully we'll be able to do it here.
And no nuclear waste, of course.
And no nuclear waste, right. And I just know that in this facility in the next couple of years, hopefully one, we will find out that we can do it.
Effectively, within this chamber, Ed and his colleagues are trying to create and capture the power of a star by fusing protons in an atom, a source of energy so powerful that if it could be harnessed, it would provide the holy grail of cheaper, cleaner, renewable energy and reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. What's utterly extraordinary is that all this energy that you're generating from this vast machine is actually in that.
Right.
Just show me that little capsule.
That capsule is where the hydrogen fuel resides. And it resides there at near absolute zero. And the laser light comes in and it heats up this can. When the shell explodes, that hydrogen implodes at nearly 1.5 million kilometers per hour. And that's how we get that fusion to happen.
The idea of using the laser to solve one of the great problems of physics, the production of green energy which might save the planet using nuclear fusion, that seems to be a really important reason for developing lasers. It's interesting to remember that when lasers were invented, no one imagined how many uses we'd have for them.